started with module 5, managing state. Okay, so we'll start with managing state, how session or the state of the session, how it is stored, all those things we are going to discuss in detail. So cookies, it is once again a part of super global variable. Okay, so when we discussed about the dollar server, okay, dollar post, dollar get, during that time I will not explain dollar cookies and also dollar session. So that we are going to discuss in today's class. I have shown how to create the cookies. Okay, the syntax. Okay, what is first of all cookies? So cookies are nothing but it is a small file stored at client machine. Okay, that is very, very important point. You just remember it is a small file stored at the client machine in the browser memory. So normally what are the information it stores? It may store the session values or credentials or login details. Okay, this type of information it is going to be stored in the cookies. So here we can classify cookies into two types. One is in-memory cookie, okay, and also one more is expiration cookies. So in-memory cookies indicates the cookie will be alive as long as browser is opened. Okay, as soon as browser is closed, it is going to remove or destroy the cookies. So another one where you can specify the date and time when exactly the cookie can destroy. Okay, explicitly you can specify the date and time when the cookie should destroy. So we'll just try to do this part. Before going to this, let me just give some brief information about the syntax, what is the syntax and function names we are going to use. Okay, so cookie is often used to identify user. A cookie is small file. Okay, you just remember this point. Normally there will be a question in module 5 about the cookie. Okay, a cookie is a small file that server embed on user's computers. So this is going to stay in the user's computers. Okay, not at the server. Each time same computer requests a page with a browser, it will send the cookie to. Okay, whenever request it is sending, along with the request even it is going to send the cookie. So with PHP you can create, okay, you can both create and retrieve the cookie values. So today we'll discuss how to create cookies and how to retrieve the values assigned in the cookies. Okay, so for that there is a predefined. Am I audible? No? Any disturbance? Can someone reply?
Audible, ma'am.
Be ready, all three members. If time permits, you can complete it. Okay, how to create cookies? So here there is a predefined function called setCookie. Okay, so this is predefined function that can be used for setting the cookies at the client side or at the user side. So setCookie function must appear before HTML tag. Okay, so in case if you are embedding in the HTML tags, it has to come before the HTML tag. So today I am just going to try to show within the PHP code. So setCookie, okay, setCookie, what are the parameters you need to pass? The possible parameters. One is name, value, expire, path. Expire indicates how long the cookie is going to be live. Okay, and after this time over, immediately the cookie is going to destroy. And path, that is where it is located, domain. Okay, you can give all these possible values to this function, parameters to this function. So in this example below, we will create a cookie name called user and assign value Alexa. Okay, and we specify the cookie should expire after 1 hour. Okay, so here it is represented in terms of milliseconds. The time it is represented in terms of, is it in seconds? I think it is in seconds. Okay, so the time information it is represented in terms of seconds. So how to start the code? So as usual, write the PHP tag followed by, you can invoke this function setCookie, specify the name. Okay, your name I have given user and the value it is given here Alex, then followed by you need to specify the time. Okay, in PHP we have a predefined function to get the time information. You just call this time function that is going to consider the starting, whatever the time when you are running this program, no? So that time it is going to consider, plus from there 1 hour. From there 1 hour the cookie is going to be existing in the browser memory. Okay, once this time expires, then immediately automatically this cookie is going to be removed. So the value of cookie is automatically URL encoded when sending the cookie, automatically decode when received. Okay, so it is done, the cookie is going to create when you are requesting, and when you are getting the response, during that time the cookie is going to be stored in your browser. So what type of information and all I told already. So it is mainly it is going to store the user credentials, login details, session values. What is session value? We are going to discuss. There is one more super global variable called $session. So we'll discuss what exactly that is super global variable. It is going to perform the required task. So this is another way how you can represent, just store the time information. Okay, so you can just store the time information in a variable and just pass that as a parameter to this function. So you can just simplify however you want. So here what is what is the duration they have given? It is 30 days. 30 days they have given to leave this cookie. After that 30 days the cookie is going to be destroyed automatically. So in case if you want to retrieve a cookie, so this is, I am just setting the cookie value. Okay, don't worry, I will be showing step by step how to do this, how to check where cookies are stored, all those things. So next, once it is done, set cookie is done. Next, in case if you want to know what is the value assigned, what are the logins of that particular cookie, so you need to use this global array. Okay, $cookie, this is a super global array. So $cookie variable is used to retrieve the cookie value. So if you want username, that is the name, or if you want the value, correspondingly you need to specify. It is an associative array. So we retrieve the value of the cookie named user and display it on the page. Okay, so you can just observe echo $cookie. I am trying to access this user information. Okay, user value. In case if you want to retrieve all the parameters that is set with respect to the cookie, you can just use print _r $cookie. Okay, so if you want to know only the particular value, so then you have to use, you need to specify the name, the key associated with respect to the cookie. Okay, so this is how to set the cookie using setCookie function and how to retrieve the cookie value. Okay, very simple. You need to give the proper examples. The syntax is very important. Okay, so you can just check it, is it cookie is set or not. You already know the use of this isSet. Okay, just make use of isSet function to check the values are set or not. Okay, so isSet cookie user. Okay, in case if this condition is true, it indicates that the cookie is set, and correspondingly you can just echo welcome and you can specify the name, user name. Okay, in case if the cookie is not set. Okay, so here they have given, you can give cookie is not set message or welcome guest. It is considering as the common person, okay, common user. So that's why the term used here, it is guest. In case if the particular person, if the cookie is set, it is going to specify the actual name of the user. Okay. So how to delete a cookie? So I told it can be done automatically. Automatically it is going to specify. So here there are two types of cookies I told. One is in-memory cookie. Okay, in-memory cookie means, so as soon as you close the browser, automatically it is going to delete the cookie. Okay, automatically it is going to delete the cookie. So in that case you should not specify any time information, how long it has to the cookie should exist. Okay, so just you need to specify the a user, that is the name and value. So in that case, what happens? The cookie is going to be alive as long as the browser is open. Once browser is closed, okay, the cookie is going to destroy. Or if you want to make cookie should be alive, how long? That you can specify with the time information. Okay, once this time elapses after 1 hour, okay, so after 1 hour, so this particular cookie is going to be removed. So in case how to check it, you need to make manually the cookie should be enabled. Okay, if it is not enabled, then you may not able to see, or you may not able to work with this dollar cookies, super global variables. First you need to enable the cookies. Okay, so let me just move on to this on example of whatever I explained. We'll try to do one program on this. Okay, first start the server. So just refresh. Okay. A folder separately for cookie. Okay, here I have created a program called a set cookie. So here what I have done, I just created a PHP code and I'm just checking. Let me just do all these things later. First we'll try to setting the cookie in my browser. So here the name I have given just name. You can, if you want, you can just give some other thing here. Name I have given department and value I have given my name Pankaja. Okay, so this is the value I am setting for the cookie. So let's see. So first let me just go to the cookies where it is available in the Chrome. Okay, go to setting part. Just observe carefully because that is a location where you can view the cookies. So go to settings, in that privacy and security. Just click on that tab. You can just see here there is a separate link for the cookies. So cookies and all other site data. So here I have enabled it. All the cookies it is going to accept. So if you are not interested to store the cookies, you can just block the cookies. Okay, so that option is there. In case if your browser is blocked all the cookies, then you need to enable it to execute this program. Okay, otherwise you cannot execute it. Here you just go to this see all cookies and site data. Okay, so here maybe I have lot of information, whatever the website I have browsed, so corresponding cookies are stored here. Okay, so yesterday what I did is I cleared all cookies. So immediately I was unable to log into my Gmail, okay, everything. So commonly whichever the website you are going to use, and if you have signed in, if you want to keep sign in always, okay, so in that case the cookie should retain. Okay, in case if you delete the cookies, you cannot sign in. So that also I will just show you. So first let me just go to the program. So here you can just see I don't have any localhost program cookie is stored. Okay, so first let me just run this program, then automatically you can just see one cookie created with respect to this localhost program. You can just see it is alphabetically ordered. I don't have any cookie with respect to localhost. Okay, you just click on this. So now this program is run. Okay, so now let me just go to this. I will just go back and come so that it is going to refresh. Just can you see here? Now it is created localhost cookie. The cookie with respect to the program, whatever I have run. Okay, and the name of the cookie I have given department. Okay, if you want to know more details, okay, you can just click on this. You can see the name given is department, and content I have just given my name. Then domain it is specifying localhost. Then path. So where the cookie is located. So PHP example / cookie, that folder name it is specifying. Okay, so accessible to script is created. It is showing the date. Okay, it is showing the date, that is July 17th, whatever the time now I have executed, no, that time is, date and time is recorded. And expire, when it is going to expire, when the browser session ends, when the browsing session ends. That means when I close this browser, okay, automatically the cookie is going to be cleared. Because why? Because I have not set any date and time, how long this cookie should exist. So this is called as in-memory cookie. Okay, in-memory cookie means, so once if I close the browser, automatically the cookie is going to be deleted. That also I will just show you. So is it clear now how to check the cookie? Shall I repeat this? Shall I repeat this?
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, so let me just show you. Go to settings. Go to settings. In that, click on privacy and security. So here you can just see the cookie part. Okay, so here I have enabled all cookies. Okay, whichever the website I am accessing, for the corresponding cookies are, it is going to be stored. If you don't want, you can just block it. So here, see all cookies site data. Okay, you can just see. So it is available. The details, if you want to know, you can just click on this. You can get the complete details of cookies. So now what we'll do is, so I told what is the, how long this cookie is going to exist. According to this program, whatever I have coded, it is going to leave only as long as this session is there. Okay, that is as long as this browser is opened. Once if I close, this cookie is going to be deleted. So let's do that also. Okay, you can just see now. I am just going to close the browser and we'll check, is it, this cookie is going to be alive or not, because you can just check other cookies are alive. So that is, they have given the how long it has to execute. That information we have not given for the cookies whatever we have created. So just close. So once again you just open the browser. Okay, so now before going to the program, first you need to check, is that cookie is existing or it is destroyed. So according to our code, it should not be existing. Can you see here? So there is no cookie with respect to the local host. Okay. In case if you clear, okay, if you clear or remove, what happens? Whatever I have signed in, no, my Gmail, whatever the website I have logged in, everything it is going to be signed out. Okay, that all sign in information it is going to remove. Then whenever, if in case if I want to log in, it requires to do it once again. You have to sign in once again. So the site can use cookies to improve your browsing experience. For example, to keep you signed in. Okay, so to keep you signed in or to remember the items in your shopping cart. Okay, in case if you have logged into Amazon.com and if you have done some shopping, if you have added items to the cart, and if you want to retain the same information even when you log in later also, so in that case you need to allow the cookies. Okay, if cookies are not allowed, then every time you have to freshly have to sign in and you have to add the items. Okay, all those things it is going to happen. Okay. Okay, so now you got it now how to create a cookie. This is just creating the cookie for. So now you just run this program, that is retrieve cookie.php, and try to check is it possible to retrieve the multiple cookies values or not. Okay, the corresponding code is written here. You can create n number of cookies. So here I've just created 2 cookies. You can just add. So go back to the browser. So can you see here, one value I have given according to the program. So that is my name I have given, and the second cookie I have given ISE. Okay, the same thing you are getting here. Even in the setting part, you can just check it. It is going to show with respect to that local host, the number of cookies are created, it is 2. You can just observe here. So for different websites, so like how the cookies are stored.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you can just do these small programs. So what you can do is, instead of here I have not created anything, you can just create a small HTML file for login credentials. Try to store in cookie the login credentials. Okay, so that one I'll give it as an assignment for you people. You can just complete that part later. Okay, so this is all about cookies. In the next class, we'll just move on to another concept called sessions. Okay, we'll move on to sessions. You can just write it and you can explain. Okay, so there is one more super global array. So I have left, that is server. Oh, sorry, server is already done. Server request is done. Cookie is done. Next we'll move on to